All right, all right. 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 Well, here we are. First thing I want to do is just to thank everybody for watching the channel and subscribing. We have reached 10,000 subscribers. Woohoo! You know, it's a small but an important milestone. You know, it's just a sign of good things to come. You know what I mean? And on these videos, if you haven't seen, it's like, you know, I just like the small engines. Well, any engine size for that matter. You know, I also work on vehicles, but this has all been, you know, all the small engine stuff. I like to troubleshoot them. I like to fix them. I like to get old equipment and restore them, and even do some builds. I've done, you know, I've built motorcycles and go-karts up, but not on this channel yet, but who knows, you know. Maybe I'll start doing that in some upcoming videos, but we'll see, all right? So, you know, starting these videos, I know a lot of you are, if you've seen it, and I start just about all of them with all right, right? And it's kind of a greeting. It's just all right. And I've always done it that way. Sometimes just an all right, you know, when I finish something up. But, and we know Matthew McConaughey made that famous, right? The all right. He made it famous back in, on the Dazed and Confused movie. But, you know, that's not where I very first heard that. It was, and I saw it just recently, maybe 6 months ago, but it was on the Carol Burnett show back in the 70s, I guess. Was it mid to late 70s? And one of their guest stars, a guest actor, he was dressed up in a gangster uniform with the gangster hat and carrying a, you know, fake Tommy gun or whatever. And he busts through the door, boom. He walks in and goes, all right. You see? You know, that kind of thing. And that's where I very first heard the three all rights. Wish I could remember the actor's name, but if you ever see that Carol Burnett episode, it's kind of funny. So, but regardless, I mean, still Matthew McConaughey, you know, made it famous. And so I don't go there. I don't do that anyway. I just do this all right. But anyway, enough of that. We know Matthew McConaughey made it famous, and guess what? We have a special guest for you today. Ladies and gentlemen, Matthew McConaughey. Where'd he go? Did he leave? He was... he must be camera shy. But anyway, let's move on. You know, I know in my videos I don't have all the bling. I don't have any, you know, fancy videos going on, special effects. I don't have a cameraman. I don't have somebody editing the videos for me or directing or all the expensive equipment, you know. Cut! No more uhs, all right? Okay? Quiet on the set. Make it happen. 10K video, scene 1, take 42. But yeah, I know I can definitely improve the videos. Maybe not through special effects, but I'll just keep the viewer's point of view in mind, and we'll go from there. So stay tuned. Now, I know in a bunch of my past videos, a lot of you have really liked my dog, right? She just loves to play. I play with her back here while I'm working on anything, or anytime I'm outdoors, you know, we always go play. She just loves it. She'll play all day, fetch just about anything. And she does great with a Frisbee too, but kind of cramped back here to do the Frisbee thing. But unfortunately, that was my niece's dog, and sadly, they moved off. And I do miss them both, but I know it's probably time to get another dog, you know. Now I'm considering going to a shelter or something and foster some dogs, you know, bring them over here for a week or whatever, and rotate them around. Just just to have a dog back here to play with, and I can bring a dog out of the shelter for a little while and let them run and play, and hopefully strum up some guys that would just, like the dog, and I'll include where the dog came from, the shelter, and all that good stuff, and where you can find them if you want that particular dog. But we'll see, because I know I have a lot of other animals around here. I have an outdoor cat that's a barn cat. That's why I hardly ever have any mouse problems, in my equipment. And we have some indoor cats, and I even go. One of the places I go to, it's a horse ranch. It's a non-profit organization called Open My World, and I'll go over there and work on their equipment. And they have a bunch of horses back there. It's awesome. I mean, to go out there and work on some stuff and see the horses, and then see the smiles on the kids' faces that they're working with on the horses. I mean, it's priceless, and I hope I can still do that. Yeah, so hopefully pretty soon, if the shelter will work with me on it, I'll bring some dogs in, and hopefully they'll play with me while I'm out here. Sometimes they might just be indoors. It could be it could be an old age dog. It could be sometimes they really need somebody to foster the newborn pups, or 6 months old or something like that, and. But we'll see how it goes. So I get a lot of comments starting to come in, which is great. I love to see the comments. And some of them, they're fantastic. Some of them I have to ignore, I have to admit. And others just crack me up big time. And for instance, it was one of you out there commented calling me the Mexican Musty One. And another guy was saying I'm the Mexican Bruce Penner. And if you follow this channel, you're probably familiar with those two guys. They're definitely mechanically inclined, and they know what they're doing, and they just seem like they're really nice guys, right? Some, you could sit down, drink a beer with them, whatever, or join in with them and fix something. I mean, it'd be a lot of fun. But so I take that as a huge compliment, right? When they're calling me the Mexican Musty One or whatever, and I hope someday that I can gain that popularity and the respect that they get on their channels from their viewers. I mean, that would be fantastic. But yeah, so I just take it as a huge compliment. Although I am not Mexican, so take a guess. But moving on, because I actually work on more than just small engines and stuff. I did it for the fun of it and did it on the side. And since I was a kid, I think I built my first go-kart when I was 12 or 13. I forget how old I was. And so I've always been playing around with them on and off. And I grew up with motorcycles, starting with the little Honda 50 and the Honda 70 trail bikes, and moving up to 125s and dirt tracks, and then a CR250 motocross. And I've always been fooling with something engine wise, and I am a mechanical engineer. I have a bachelor's and an MBA, so I'm kind of a well-educated lawnmower guy. But I've worked on in past businesses, whatever. I've done automotive mechanical design and automotive and industrial. In automotive, it was the front axle assemblies on SUVs, the front ends. So I did the axles, the pinion gears, center gears, distributors, the covers, tie rods. I mean, you name it, And my specialty was the front ends on SUVs, like the BMWs, the M3s, Range Rovers, some Toyotas, some domestic stuff, not a whole lot. And but anyway, and also I was with Boeing for a while they were building that first 777, and then I was here in Austin working for a few companies, mechanical engineering. and then started my own company. I had a couple of patents, U.S. patents on a product, and it actually started to do pretty well. Right, I won some design and engineering awards at the Consumer Electronics Show about 3 years back to back. Boom, 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 and was talking merger acquisitions with some pretty major brands and trying to buy me out. But then the recession hit. Remember that back in 2008. But it's a long story. It's and it's something that I probably won't talk about on this channel, but I'm thinking about starting another channel or even writing a book about this, because the stuff I went through for the past 20 years, it's mind-boggling what happens when you're chasing the American dream, right? But anyway, moving on. Yeah, I hope to make a few changes around here. And if you've been following me, you can see all this stuff now. I've been doing all my work here in my backyard, right? And I've started putting up these pop-up tents to give me some shade to work under and store stuff. And one of these days I'll have a shop, right? Like this shed right here. It's been here forever. Let me show you what I'm looking at. Oh. Yeah, so all this stuff, at least I'll have somewhere I can park all this stuff under, and a little workspace here. And you can see I had everything covered in tarps. We had a recent storm that blew through. And this shed here is pretty nice. It's been here for a long time, and it's kind of full, but let's take a look. It's kind of dark. Let me turn the light on. Oh, there we go. So yeah, we managed to fit quite a bit in here for such a small shed. We got a lift there and parts washer. There's the compressor. Do a little welding. There's a welding table, and doing up at the top all the storage and little woodworking and stuff going on under here. So yeah, so it's a little bigger on the inside than the outside looks, right? All right, so just kidding. That was a friend's shop, and he has another section of it that where there's a CNC mill and a lathe, and we work on that. He lets me work on with his equipment. And what I'm doing, I'm CNC milling some parts out of 6061 aluminum, and you can see these parts. It's on V3 Precision. It's a website and a channel, YouTube channel created a few years back. And if you care to see them, sure, take a look. It's v3precision.com and V3 Precision, the channel. And what it is, I'm CNC milling these parts out of aluminum, and they fit certain bolt action rifles for now, but I have some other product lines I'm trying to come up with. And it's just that, and the channel is really slow growth as far as subscribers go, because it's kind of hard to put out videos. It's because of YouTube's policy on ammunition and firearm related stuff. So a lot of the stuff is blocked or demonetized, blah blah blah. It's a pain in the butt, but I'll still keep that alive. And that's some of the projects I'm doing now in the garage. That's why I don't work in there. It's we have a couple of manual milling machines, and we're converting them over to CNC mills so that we can do our own stuff in the garage, and I can work on my parts there. So that's that's taken a whole lot of time. But that's another story in itself. But you know, I just have a lot of fun doing this, and hopefully we'll keep it going. Just keep watching it, subscribe, and we'll keep having some fun. I know I'll add some more content to the videos, like the stuff I'm working on. I'll probably do one of my builds or something. I'm thinking about you know, doing some go-karts. I have lift kits going on some of these go-kart golf carts. Yeah, so I do have a lot of fun, you know, doing all this stuff, but given my time, it's kind of hard to dedicate all that time to it, because it is costly, right? It's time consuming and costly as far as man hours and getting equipment in, getting parts, all that good stuff. And even my camera equipment, I have enough to get by, you know, but so yeah, by all means, you know, I have a Patreon account. If you want to become a patron, that would be fantastic. You know, just a few dollars here and there helps. So in the future, you know, hopefully we'll see some changes, some better videos, better content. I might even do some live videos. You know, I haven't done anything live yet, and do some product giveaways, that kind of thing. I mean, I have my own products that I'm putting out that I could probably give away, and maybe find somebody to sponsor or something, you know, for giveaway of tools or equipment or oil and whatever, you know what I mean? But we'll see what happens. So once again, I want to thank everybody for subscribing. I think it's fantastic. I'm looking forward to many, many years of having some fun with you and wrenching with you. And so stay tuned. Be sure to like, subscribe, and watch for my next videos.